Chapter 24. I held the seed bag in one hand from the bottom. I raised it in front of me. I turned and flashed the four creeps a thumbs up sign. Then I took a step toward the food counter. Another step. And I pretended to trip over something. I stumbled forward. My hand shot up, and the seed bag flew into the air. I faked a frantic attempt to catch it as it went down. But the bag hit the side of the aluminum counter, turned upside down, and dropped to the floor, spilling the seeds all over the floor. I watched them roll in all directions. The bag lay at a side in front of me, empty. Yes, I thought happily. I've done it. I've destroyed their plan. I forced an unhappy expression on my face and scrambled on my hands and knees out the kitchen door. Ward pulled me up and dragged me away from the open doorway. I shook my head sadly. Sorry, I murmured. I'm so sorry. I have failed you all. I pretended to be near tears. Really, I'm so sorry. No problem, Jarrett replied. He pulled another bag of seeds from his coat pocket and slapped into my hand. We always carry a spare, Brenda whispered. You never know when you'll need more dandy seeds. Uh, that's lucky, I replied. Now go do it, Ward cried softly, slapping me on the back. This time you will not fail, Commander. The four of them pushed me back through the doorway. I blinked, waiting for my eyes to adjust to the bright kitchen lights. The three cooks were still working at the stoves. They still had their backs to me. I crept up to the food counter and peered down at the huge tray of simmering macaroni. I had the seed bag gripped tightly in my right hand. The little bag felt as if it weighed 100 pounds. I raised the seed bag over the simmering macaroni, glanced back to the doorway. All four of the creeps leaned into the opening, their eyes locked on me. I turned back to the food counter, raised the bag higher over the macaroni tray. I have no choice, I told myself. I have to do this now. I poured the whole bag of seeds over the top of my macaroni and cheese. Then I turned quickly to the door, and tiptoeing silently, started to sneak out of the kitchen. Stir them, Brenda whispered. She made a stir motion with her hand. Huh? I stopped a few feet from the door. Stir the seeds in, she whispered urgently. You've got to hide them. Oh, right. I turned and crept up to the big tray of macaroni and cheese. I picked up a long wooden spoon and stirred the seeds into the macaroni. Then I turned to sneak back out. I took 3 steps, when 2 strong hands grabbed my shoulders roughly from behind. What are you doing in here, young man? A woman barked.